Okay, let's start with the first session. So this session training is about Azure fundamental introduction. So for now, I introduce myself for who not know me. So I'm Ayub Kushbati. I'm cloud engineer, architect, and Microsoft trainer. So this training is provided by Better the initiative, Better Tunisia. And the program is study English. I study IT in English. Sorry. So I have 12 years experience in IT. So I'm certified AZ-19, AZ-404, and AZ-305, and other certification. So I see many joiner today. So also I need to know everyone if you don't mind. So just everyone for quick introduction for everyone. So I know some people here. Yes. So if I start with my list here from the beginners, so maybe Rida can start to introduce yourself. Okay.
If you want, I will start.
Yes, no problem. Anyone? Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So my name is Neja Hushem. I work with Deepwater company, Deepwater Port company. So I'm director of information system. I have about 15 years experience. I took many job functions. So I would like to have some experience with Azure. With Azure. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Nice
Thank
to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
Hello everyone, my name is Mokhtar Bishiu. As I said last time, thank you very much Ayub for this initiative. You are dedicating your time and your knowledge for us for free. So I'm not, so mainly my profile, I'm working with data. I'm a BA consultant. I'm looking for this training to know much more better about Azure and about the cloud, and maybe take the certification after this session. And nice to meet you everyone.
Thank you. You are welcome. Thank you.
Tweti Nizar, solution architect. I have about 20 years experience in telecom field. My all experience are in telecom field. I would like to finish this path and try to get architect, Azure architect certified. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Any else? Maybe Ali or Anis.
Hello.
Hello.
The sound is good. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Anis Sadala. I was an IT teacher in the past. For the moment, I'm a job seeker. I had already the PL-900 for Power Platform, and I am interested to discover the Azure infrastructure, and why not to pass the certification?
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other? Yassine?
My name is Ali Ghorbeli, lead information technology specialist at Leone Wiring Systems, Tunisia. I'm interested in cloud. Thank you for good idea. I'll see. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Okay, I received the message from Rehab. Okay, no problem, Rehab. Nice to meet you also, so no problem. Still Safwa and Sarah, if can introduce yourself, and Yasin also. Hello, Sarah and Safwa and Yasin.
Hello.
Yeah.
I am Safa Abdiev, a data scientist with 2 years experience. I am interested to discover Azure certificate. So thanks to the initiative.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. You are welcome.
Thanks.
Hello, my name is Yasin. I work as software engineer. I have almost 5 years experience in Java development mainly, and I'm looking to learn more about cloud and Azure.
Very nice to meet you all. So the good thing, so all the people is IT, so that's good. Okay, nice to meet you again. So like I said, so sorry, Sarah, yeah, Sarah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Nice to meet you, Sarah, also. Yeah. Okay, let's continue now. So just like I said, so I will brief quickly what we say the last session. So this course is cover all fundamental knowledge of cloud concept, core Azure architecture. So after finishing this course, so you'll be able to pass the exam for AZ-900. It's Azure Fundamental from Microsoft certification. So no need real background or big background in IT to take the certification, but it's good to have. So it's just recommended to have an IT background. That what I say in neural protection. So almost of you have background, IT background, and good IT background. So no problem. I hope all people can take this certification quickly and without any problem. Okay, so here, so here, yeah, just this is the path for AZ-900. So we covered the Azure pricing and some security concept and compliance, some course Azure services and cloud concept. So this all this is basic information, not in depth. It's not technical for this one. So here the big path for EZ first for the last one is AZ-305 for Ashkar Architect. I see many people of you so want to take the certification. So the AZ-900 is not obligatory; it's optional. That means you can take the first one is Azure Administrator or Azure Developer or Azure Specialist Security Engineer. One of these three is obligatory to take the Architect or AZ-400 to DevOps Engineer. But EZ it is optional, but it's good to have, like I said, to know the basic and the concept, cloud concept in the beginner, and after that the Azure Administrator become easy and you can understand well, even to pass directly the Azure Administrator. So the good thing in Azure and AZ-900 is not expired, so just you take it still at life. So no need to renew every year. But the other every year you need to renew it. Azure Administrator or Azure Architect. So every year you need to renew and pass a small exam to renew for another year. That's the difference. Okay, here, for example, this certification.
Sorry, Mr. Mayoub.
Yes, yes,
Every
sure.
year or every 2 years?
Every year, yeah, 1 year. One.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes, I forgot. Yes, anyone want pose a question? So anytime, no problem. Like you, Najah. Thank you for your question. Yeah. But yes, for our information, the renew is good to open this point. It's not very difficult. Just 20 and 25 question, and it's not protected exam. Not the first one. The first exam it's with camera and with control, and it's a real exam. So with 50 questions, etc. But the renew is no problem. It's just anytime you can pass the review. Even the internet is open. You can open the internet. You can find anything. So it's process from Microsoft for free. Just to keep you updated for new technology or new change for any certification. That's it. So for this certification, for example, here for cloud concepts, it's covered about 30%, and the architecture about 40, between 35 and 40%, and the Azure management and governance about 35%. So we will see this part in details when we arrive to pass the exam. So I have the some example for exam. We can see all the part in this exam. Okay. Just I will pass to the quick introduction also here. So the first path is about cloud concept and what is the cloud computing, what is the services, and what is the benefits for this cloud computing. So simply the cloud computing is the delivery of computing service over the internet. So with another word, the cloud computing give us service or infrastructure or any other resources over the internet in demand. So when I need VM virtual machine, so I ask or I create new VM. So over internet, and I pay what I use. It's pay as you go. So virtual machine is example for compute. In compute, you can see virtual machine, container, function app or web app, all this under compute. Of course, if I create many virtual machine, I need the communication between those VM. So need networking. So also the networking, it is services, it's server given by the cloud, all over the internet. Either the switching or the routing also is I can get it from the cloud. Of course, with VM needs storage. So storage also is service from the cloud. So all over the internet. So simply what is cloud computing. So if I compare the cloud computing with classical infrastructure, so classical infrastructure on premises. So we have physical server and physical storage, network device like router, switch, or firewall. So all this component is become in the cloud and the internet. So behind that, of course, it is physical. But for me, like customer or client, I don't see anything. Just I demand the resource and I receive it and I pay what I use. That is cloud computing. So it's not for Azure only. So it is general approach for the cloud. So original general definition for all the cloud. We have many type of cloud. So we start with private cloud. So almost company use the private cloud, especially the bank or the insurance. So what is the private cloud? So it is use of resources in the on-premises. So we have also still using the physical machines, physical server, physical device, networking device. But it's the access. It's not provided for the public or for everyone. Still in the organization. So that's like his name, it's private. So not anyone can access to the data or use this cloud. For example, like tools like OpenStack, it's open source tools, or VMware. So the the company can install or configure VMware or RUMSAC internally and use it. Now we have also the public cloud. It's almost used also. Simply it is Azure or AWS from Amazon or GCP from Google. That's mean Google Cloud platform, or IBM Cloud or Google Cloud or Oracle Cloud. So that's mean public. Public, that's mean also I can create an account, just create an account and choosing the subscription. So I can start anytime to create the resource in the cloud. Also, we have the hybrid cloud. So like its name, hybrid is combined and mixed between public and private. So it is this infrastructure or this approach is very important because combine the two benefits for this cloud type. Also, almost the bank use it. So the bank no need to dispose or expose all the data in the public for the security reason. So the bank want to keep a part of data on premises, on local and private. And he want to use other services in the cloud, like Office 365, emailing, or any other application exposed to the internet. For example, the web application for the bank, you want to consult your account, your balance, so they can use the cloud here on this example. Yeah. So the quick comparison for this three type or the model. So the public cloud, no need to spend much money to buy the physical server or device network. So just the service is exposed to the internet. The private is mixed between hardware and the benefit from public cloud. Sorry, the private need to buy hardware. So use every service need hardware behind this. The hybrid, it's provide the most flexibility. So for the two, private and public. We talked also about capex and opex. So the capex is the classical infrastructure and enterprise. So it's spend money to use physical infrastructure to create server, storage, network. So it is money cost every period. Generally, for example, every 3 years or 5 years, need to change the hard disk. For example, need to buy more memory, and sometimes need to change all the server. So the capex cost many more money from the opex. And the opex simply it is pay as you go. So I pay what I used. So I can control or I can manage my bill. So I get billed immediately. So every month I know what I spent and maybe already forecast. I can know next month what I can pay also. So it's helpful. So you can interrupt me anytime if you don't understand anything. It's clear for all.
Sorry if I understand. Mr. Ayub. Capital is for the on-premise equipment.
Sorry.
Like private.
Yeah. Can you repeat, please? I can hear you well.
If I understand this picture, so the capital expenditure is to explain the private cloud, so the on-premise or classical infrastructure, data center.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
something like this.
That's
the expenditure is public or hybrid kind of cloud.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
We take just is used for applications, and we don't carry for
the hardware.
Just for just for software. So and like pay as you go. So if we need one processor, so we will take one core processor or something like this. No.
Yes, right. You're totally right. Yes, that's it. Yeah. The big difference also is about the billing. So, for example, for capex, also yes, like you said, you use private cloud or physical infrastructure. So the cost for the infrastructure, physical infrastructure. So if you compare with OPEX, you spend much money about that. So because if you know the server or the bids to cash in French, so it's cost million of dollars. So even you don't use it, for example, on capex. So let's say one server, so not used 24 hours. So just you need it in the day. So application. And not logical for third capex. You need to shut down, for example, the server every day. So in the capex, nothing that's not happened. But in OPEX, about the billing, like you say, pay you go. If I don't need the server, I can shut down, simply shut it down. So in Azure exists functionality for auto shutdown. So also not manually for the dev, for example, development team or pre-production to testing. So why the VM still running, but I not use it, just cost money. So that's the big difference. It's about the billing. So for OPEX, I pay what I use, but CAPEX always you pay the physical server, and you don't forget also in the CAPEX you have hidden cost. Hidden cost that's mean cooling, air conditioner. So that's mean climatizer for every data center, the electricity. And for capex, you need to many technical or many system
resource, especially human resource.
Sorry.
Especially human resource.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially human resource. We need. We don't have to allow some engineer or some
exactly.
IT administrator.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. So this is a good point. Yeah. Okay. So this point is clear.
Just a point, Mr. Ayub. So in operation expenditure, if server is on, we have to pay. If server is down, we don't pay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But here, one more just important things. So is technical details. You don't pay it, just you pay the storage. So I don't know why Azure keep that, but storage still always paid because it is storage, so it is space allocated for you. But the other service not paid. So the VM, the compute, CPU, the networking not paid. But yes,
okay.
Really is shutting down, so not paid, just for storage. So a little cost, no much.
Okay.
So yeah. So here directly. So here, so just to go quickly, here some benefits for the cloud. The last session I talked about detailed, but then when we go to on technical or exercise, I explain one by one in practically, not theoretically. So for example, here I explain one by one like that. So the benefit for cloud is high availability. That mean my application or my server still available 99% at least. With load balancer, for example, I can create one VM in region and another in another region, so it is high availability. Elasticity, that's mean I can increase the resource for the VM. On premises, I can do that. On premises, I need to buy new disks. I need to buy RAM, memory. But here, just with simple click, I can increase the memory. What's been the elasticity? So the same for scalability. But here, for example, if my application every Monday at 8 a.m. In the morning, we have much traffic. So here is the VM is scalable automatically. So maybe now need one VM after 1 hour need 2 or 3 VM. So it is augmented or increased automatically. So yeah, we can see the other reliability and predictability. So here predictability, it's about the costing, the cost management and the forecast, etc. Security, or yes, we can see the security is about the policy. When I create VM, for example, I need to respect some policy and some governance. So security, governance, and manageability is together. So for who, if you someone want to explain one by one, maybe for you I can plan a session especially for the session for the course one to explain everyone like that. So here about the scalability also. Yes, just this point is very important to understand. Okay. Also, forget we have 3 model for the cloud. We have the ES, infrastructure as a service. So like his name is infrastructure. So what mean? Always I choose the VM. Like example, it's very simple VM. VM it's ES. That's mean I can create a VM in the cloud, but it's me like client. It's me to install the software to work on it, development or any application. So Azure, for example, just give me a VM. So it is the infrastructure. No need another thing. So the second one, it is PaaS, platform as a service. It's more than ES. If you can see here the picture, so here. So here is just the part is ES. So here we say VM, only VM. But the PaaS, sorry, with PaaS, you give me the platform. What mean the platform? For example, with the VM, I can create VM inside the VM. The platform is already installed. What mean exactly? For example, one developer need to develop application with .NET. So no need to install the VM and with .NET, etc. So the platform is already done and already ready to use. So with .NET or Java or JavaScript or any tools. That's what mean platform is already platform as service. So the developer or the user focusing in his work on development. No need to install and the package, etc. The second one, third one, sorry, it's software as a service. So here, nothing to do. So just you create account and connect and start using the service. Simply like Microsoft Office 365. So email or SharePoint or OneDrive. So that's SaaS. So software as a service, all is ready. Just I pay the subscription. So that's important to say this 3 model. Okay. This picture explain cloud model and responsibility for everyone. So the blue color, that's mean responsibility to the client, me or you or any the client. So on premises, the client or the company manage all this. So from the networking to application. So on premises, he buy the server, the storage, do the virtualization, install the OS, do all things to make infrastructure for the enterprise. For ES, infrastructure as service, so just the cloud in green here. So Azure give me the server and storage and networking. So that's the example of VM. So here you talk about VM, for example, but the VM, it's me or the client install the OS and choose the OS, the middleware or the package or application or anything or data. So just I got the VM empty, and the client he responsible and manage the rest of the VM. So also the platform here. So like I said, I can create one VM with the platform with .NET installed inside the VM with Python or any other tools or language. The client just put his data and application and start develop the application. And so SaaS, like I said, nothing to do by the client. All is managed by Microsoft or by any other provider.
So Ayub, when you said it's managed by Microsoft, if I need like an application, I will go to Microsoft Store, download it and install it, or I will ask to install it, or on the real world, how does it work?
You talk about SaaS, right?
As if I need the last one, if when you say everything is managed by Microsoft, is imagine that I ask Microsoft to add to install a software or dedicated software. If I need to install .NET and Python and everything, or I have to choose from a list, how does it work on the last one?
Okay, yeah, I got your question, but here is not the case. So here is not application. So SaaS, just the service managed by Microsoft, is like Office 365. So it's not due
Okay.
to install application. It's not dedicated application. If you understand me. So here, for example, for a platform PaaS, here it's you to install the application. So you have just the platform and you have the code you can develop and running and you compile, etc. But here in SaaS, it's not the application by you, or it's already done and already installed in by the Office is just an example. So
but yeah, I know that. But if I need a software, I ask Microsoft, or this is what I don't understand.
okay, what's of your example? If you can explain more.
Like if I want to install something outside of Photoshop, for example, or something from
Photoshop.
Google.
Okay.
For example.
Yeah.
When I will go for the last one, software as a services. So everything is managed by Microsoft, but I want to install Photoshop, for example. It's a paid software, and it's
Yeah.
outside of Microsoft.
It's
How
out.
I will do?
Okay. So you mentioned the example for Photoshop. So
Yes.
so Photoshop is not provided by Microsoft. So for example, Photoshop it's from Adobe. For
Yes.
example, so Adobe
Yes.
can give you this one. So just example, it's related to what company you have, if you understand.
Okay.
And this is in case on Photoshop. So what I mean, and also not all services exist in SaaS, but almost of the application
Okay.
exists in SaaS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think yes, I see, for example, Photoshop. I see somewhere application online. No need to install anything, and it's like Photoshop exactly. Yeah. I don't know if it's Photoshop or not.
Okay, understood. So you will go everything. It will be on the cloud. So on this case, so if you will look for anything, you will go to the cloud and ask for this application, and you will use it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, for
Okay,
example,
understood.
yeah, if I said Microsoft 365 is not for emailing. You know, for example, Word before
Word,
it's
yeah, it's not, yeah.
Word or PowerPoint or Excel. It's installed on your laptop or your desktop. Now you can use Word without installing anything, totally in the cloud. I don't know if you try it or not, but I can show you, for example, here. You can see my screen.
Like the word in the process.
I can see.
365.
I can see your screen. Yes.
Yeah, 665. Yeah, that's it. Here you can see here, for example.
I can see. Yes. Yes, I can see your Outlook and everything. Yeah, I see.
Well, because I have many accounts, so I need to sign in. Here my account. Yes.
So through the exercise on this on the session, we will go through that. So we will set up a machine like that or not?
Yes,
For me
I
to
can.
see. Okay, so
You can see that.
okay,
Yeah, like
okay.
that, yeah.
So you can go and then yes.
Okay.
Sorry for that. So you can go and then we can see it later. No worries.
Okay,
Thank
no
you,
problem.
Ayub. Thank you, Ayub.
Okay, no problem. So normally, so the quick review still on time to for the cloud. So, but just now I passed
Just Ayub,
yeah.
to add something. For SaaS application, for example, for ERP for enterprise, instead of installing software on the enterprise on server, they use only the link, one link on like Gmail, like Google or other. Just they have the interface on and they can use it anywhere.
Exactly. Yes,
and
like that.
they pay for the software.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Totally like that. Okay. Welcome. Okay, so now it's new course. Yeah.
Sorry, Ayub, there is a question on the chat. Rehab asked, Windows
sorry.
Autopilot is SaaS or IaaS or what?
Yes, just yes, it is yes. It is yes because it is infrastructure as a service, because Autopilot is integrated in the VM, but is not really application like said. So it's not like Office. So it is in demand and because the Autopilot is in demand, not just I found the word. Is ES, not SaaS. I see your question now. Windows Autopilot is SaaS or ES or what? So it is ES, yes, because this is VM, sample VM, and Autopilot is not fully managed by Microsoft. That's why. Don't know it's I respond to your question or not.
This the example of Photoshop will be implemented in PaaS infrastructure, PaaS method, or what?
If I understand that well, it will be an IaaS, an abstractor as a server. Because if you want to install desktop, sorry, Ayub, I took it, but as my understanding, because it's desktop application, so you have to choose the abstract. It's IaaS. I think Ayub, but you correct me if I understand well.
You talk about the question
of Mr. Najah. No, Mr. Najah. He asked about Photoshop. If you want to install application in the virtual machine, so now you will go to IaaS, no?
Yes, virtual desktop. You see this in the scores, yeah, virtual desktop. But I think I understand, Najah, your question if I want to use Photoshop like SaaS. It is your question, Najah, or not?
In cloud.
In the cloud. So yeah, it's like
I think you need PaaS. All operating system and tools, and just you will install
the software on top of it.
So I think.
So okay.
Because in us you don't have operating system.
So okay. So like you said, Mukhtar and Nizar also, if you want to use your own Photoshop, that means you create virtual desktop in the cloud and install Photoshop inside the VM and use it like application. That means still ES.
You can book it. You can book it.
You talk about the SaaS from Adobe in case in Photoshop. Hello, Najah.
بنسمع فيك.
If you explain again your idea, so your question.
I think if you want to get the opportunity to use Photoshop in cloud, so you can book the Photoshop software and
sorry, Najah, just for SaaS there is no installation. It's ready. It's provided by
it will be
the cloud.
Then using because if you will use the IaaS infrastructure, so you have to activate the operating system to activate it, and after that install the Photoshop. It will be hard, I think.
Yeah, maybe Adobe provides this kind of service.
Okay, just bon.
I think.
Bon. Just a minute. Yeah. So just حطيته شفت حطيت كتبت online Photoshop. So here
software company have to give this opportunity.
So here see that we you can see my screen. Yeah, I open another one.
Yes, I can. Yes, we can.
So here for example, so this is your example مختار. جبت لنا example صعيب.
Oui, pas de souci.
maintenant tu see to bon ça. If you see here the price and découvrir Photoshop sur le web. Donc like Nizar said, So no need to install anything, because just you
SaaS, yes.
SaaS, exactly. You create an account and you see all tools here. So like that, you can see here the photo. That's it. So it's not need installation. But the other way, if you have Photoshop or DVD Photoshop or CD Photoshop, you book a VM or you create a new VM and you are installed. But in this case, not SaaS. It is ES.
Maybe pass even, but you can, because you can go through pass. You book the VM. It will be everything. It will be managed by Microsoft, but you manage only applications. No.
Yes, but the VM, when you create a VM, it is empty. You don't find.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
it is,
Okay. Okay. You have to install
it's
everything. Okay.
it's just OS. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
So
Okay.
pass if you found a tool is already installed, like Python
Okay.
or .NET or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So here, on case of the company, if you want to set up stuff, you have to fix what you are looking for in order to choose what model you will go for.
Yeah, exactly for that.
Okay.
This part is normally in the course AZ-305. So it's architect.
Okay.
It's about architect. So
Architecture. Okay.
that's what mean architect. So we prepare before all your needs before you implement anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So now we go to Azure architecture and services. So this module 2 for this path. So we will see in this part the architectural component, compute and networking, and storage and identity access and security. So today maybe we can see 1 and 2, and the next session we can see the rest. I remember, yes, Mukhtar, you asked me about the account for Azure. So normally we will doing today, but because I receive other joiner, so it's the enrollment is closed by today by Manel and Ahmed Hamouda. So for sure, the next session I give you everyone account in Azure, and we
Okay.
practice together how to create VM, how to create networking, and we will see what you talk about in real case. That's it. In
Okay.
the next session, inshallah.
Okay.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay. In this module, we will see Azure region. What is Azure region? Azure pair. Also availability zone and the data center of Azure. How to create a resource group. What is the notion of subscription and management group? In Azure, it's offer about more than 60 region in the world. So over 140 countries. So the last one I remember in Qatar. So I think even since 2 years, the last data center is created in Qatar. You know, when I leave Qatar, because I I worked before in Qatar. When I leave Qatar, they create data center. Okay, here just parenthesis. I will see, show you this before. So I will send to you the link. Sorry. So here you can discover. I sent you the link. Data center Microsoft here. So it is the globe. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see the globe.
Yes.
Ayub. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So here the map for all the data center for Microsoft. So if you can see here, for example, the nearest one is Spain, France. So every region here.
Nothing in Africa.
Just this one, but here the square. This means the
In
small.
South Africa, I think.
South Africa
not
also, yeah.
Okay. So okay. Okay.
Mhm.
What is the red with the
Africa,
blue
I
and
think.
white one? Ayub?
Oh yes, here you can see legend. Yeah.
Okay.
So the blue is the region. Geography. That's mean geography. That's mean, for example, France. For France, exist three: central and south
Okay.
and north.
And
That's your region.
okay.
Yeah. I think this two. Yeah, it's blue and the white one is very important. The other details, no. Wait.
Okay.
I will send to you the link to discover.
Thank you.
Okay. So here you can see here the fiber optic from the link between the continent and the بارونتيز بحكي بالعربي. نذكر مرة نحكي مع واحد في قطر على تونس. تونس كان حل فيها داتا سنتر في خاطر ما عندناش في الافريق كما قال سي ناجح. خاطر هي كما نقولوا البوابه نتاع الافريق، كان تحل فيها داتا سنتر تونس. صدقني تحل بيبان مش كان نخدم، تحل باب لتونس كلها. اما وين الانيشيتيف للاسف. خاطر معنا في الافريق ما ثم جمله، ثم في السود بعيده، واحنا قريب لفرنسا معنا جوست كابل بيناتنا كابل قصير.
اي جست الاشكاليه في الافريق ايوب هو لي بيي افريكان كومون اسيري لا كونيكتيفيتي افيك لي داتا سنتر. هي الاشكاليه وين؟ الاشكاليه هي كومون سي كونيكتي باش تعمل داتا سنتر في تونس. اوكي تحلك، مي انت مثلا كيفاش باش تربط مثلا ليبيا ولا الدول الاخرين بيك؟ انت ما عندكش ليزون فيبر اوبتيك معاهم ديريكت.
فهمتك لوجيك.
فهمتني؟ هذيك اللي ديما خاطر هي البروبليم وين؟ البروبليم في اللاتونس اللي هي قد ما معناها قداش تبعد انت على الاول بوان دو بريزونس.
فهمتك. ممكن صحيح لوجيك الحكايه، ممكن رغم لي بون فرنسا مش بعيد علينا مي وي. اوكي اوكي. ثم وي also this one I sent you the link if you want to visit the data center, real data center like that. So it is 3D. It's exactly what exists in every data center in Azure. So now my network is very slow, so you can see, but you can discover also this one. It's very important. So finally, the data center is like on premises, but for us, like customers or client, we don't see anything. Just we say cloud, but behind the cloud, it is the finally data center. It's a server, physical server, and physical device. But here I see some documentary in the Azure region, so it's very secure. So the security here is like military or like minister. So because imagine million of enterprise and customer, all this data here. So this need big level for security to access the data center.
You have the name of the documentary, Ayub? Please, if you don't mind.
Yes, sure. Not now, but I save it
later. No worries.
Yeah, and my YouTube.
Yeah, later. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And the same for Google and also Amazon. So the same, but just Microsoft the last 5 years or 10 years, he trying to create a center in the SIA. So under the SIA. So, but it cost much and not successful project.
And you had the opportunity to visit the data center, Ayub, or not?
Sorry?
You had the opportunity to visit the data center or not?
Oh, no, not yet.
Hopefully.
I think it's very difficult to
access.
Easy. Yeah, access, yeah. So if you can see here, for example, this one is data center. It's SIA. So Microsoft want to do think. Why he choose the SIA? Because about the cooling, you know, data center need the air conditioner, climatizer. So the center with very high temperature. So مش قالت بالضبط في العربي، هي حبت كما نقولوا تعمل لك الطاقه النظيفه، يعني ما بتستعملش كليماتيزور دونك بارد من عند ربي في البحر. اخي بعد كي عملوا انكيت لقاو تلوث اكثر من اللي برا، وثم تسربات، ثم فضلات تخرج منها معنا. التجربه ما كانتش ناجحه، جربوها ما كانتش ناجحه. Okay. So let's رمارك صغيرة. Okay, so go back. So this data center from Microsoft. So here this big map in plat. Also, okay, we have the notion of availability zone in the data center. What mean availability zone? So it's a very important approach for the cloud. Here, for example, in the same region, let's say in, for example, Spain region, in this data center exist 3 zones. So 3 zones, it's a different building. So if I create one VM, if you can see here the blue one. Yeah.
Just availability zone is the data center.
Data center, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Data center inside same region. So that's me. So in the same country, same region. So like I said, let's say Spain region or France region in the same place, but the data center different. So when I create one VM here, for example, if the same VM is copied in another one. So why this approach or third one? Replicated, yes, replicated. So why is different data center? Because with different cooling, different electricity, different networking. If this one down, كيما اللي صار عملوه في OVH كان سمعتوش في فرنسا OVH كان تعرفوهاش؟
OVH يعني OVH
الزون كاملة تحرقت وما عندهاش دونك صارت مشكلة وقتها ما عندهاش الافيلابيلتي زون أخرى.
كيما نورمال انترناسيونال مثلا كيما في تونس الكلاود سي ولا ما عرفتش
وي
باك ابي متر معناها هي ادرونتي شيلتا، ولكن نحكيو على بالنسبه لازيور بس كيما تونس كيما نقولوا داتا سنتر صغير تلقاه واحد في تونس وواحد في بلد واحد مع شوي دونك كيما هيك نفس البرانسيب ولا
الحق ما عرفتش تونس عاملين نفس البرانسيب، اما هي سي بريكي نورمالمون توصل تعمل داتا سنتر كما عندك كيما نقولوا نورم معينه نورمالمون سي بريكي. ما نعرفش تونس عملتها ولا نعرف بالي اريدوا عندها داتا سنتر في نفيذه وتيليكوم في بالي هكا تيليكوم لو فيهاش عندها مش ما عندهاش، اما في الزون هذيك بالذات ما عندهاش مش عامله افيبيليتي زون. دونك كي صار انسيدون في الداتا سنتر هذاك ما عندهاش ريبليكاسيون في زون اخرى، دونك صارت مشكله. ما نعرفش شنو صار بعد اما صارت مشكله. اما نورمالمون يس نورمالمون بريكيس ثم نورم ثم معينه باش تعمل داتا سنتر، معناها كيما نقولوا بالبيست براكتس. يس اكزاكتلي بيست براكتس تو كريت داتا سنتر، يعني مش تعمل زون واحده وكاو يعني. وبيناتهم فيبر اوبتيك اوف كورس very high traffic or network speed between this one, because the replication is the replication between the VM is immediately and instantly in real time. So when I create VM or I create new data here, so it's need to replicate at the same time here.
هو ايوب حتى في البيست براكتس، سامحني كان مش نقص عليكم، حتى في البيست براكتس يقول لك حتى اللينك مع الاف اس سي لازم يكون عندك اكثر من لينك.
اوف كورس يس اكثر من لينك يس.
دونك قص عليك هذاك
يس صحيح رومارك صحيح. هذا تصويره فلاش واحد مش معناها يجي تصويره برا فلاش ريالمون راه برشا حكايات.
اوكي
يور بوينت حتى في داتا سنتر عادي في انتربريز يعني نورمالمون ثمك الريدوندون سيرفر ولا سويتش في دو بور لايك يو سيت يا اوكي. So also we have the notion of region pairs. What means region pairs? So for the data for the backup and the recovery, disaster recovery. For example, let's say the first one, so North Central US. I have all my application here, and I want to create second region for backup or for recovery in case disaster recovery or something like that is not possible to create the second one in East Europe, for example, because it's not region pairing. So Microsoft when create the region, he assigned 2 pair. So North Central, it's work with South Central. That's what I mean. It's pair. North Europe with West Europe. Why it is the separation? So ton remarque ناجح قلت حكايه النزار سمحت نزار حكايه اللينك ثم دي لينك between the region. So هذاك علاش يعني خاطر الريبليكاسيون بين نورث ريجن اوروب تعملها مع امريكا not logical. So ثم latency ثم هي technically it's possible but ثم latency ثم distance ثم c'est pas théorique, c'est pas practical. That's why Microsoft give this approach, region pair, and you can see here at least 300 miles of separation between region pair. So اكثر مسافه معنا اقل مسافه 300 كيلومتر ابري 400 كيلومتر بالي. اوكي exist also some specific or special region. So for example, Azure give US government region specific for USA, for government, for federal agency, for for military. So it's private. So دي zone خاصة بالحكومة الأمريكية يعني is not for public people. So especially Azure work with this US government work with this region. Also another one is for China. You know the conflict with USA and China. So the relation between them is not good. So هنا الصين obligate على مايكروسوفت تخلي داتا سنتر سبيسيال في الصين. Donc all the client are customer of in China, not use any other region, specific just only Azure China. So to keep and make sure all the data is still inside China, not outside. So here explore the global infrastructure. I'm ready to show you the globe to discover the data center in 3D or in globe. Okay, here you talk about قبل شوي اسمع فتنا ساعة مساش ما كنتش مانع نزيدوا 15 minutes 10 minutes maximum.
De mon côté, ok.
It's fine for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Here the Azure resources. Okay, thank you. The Azure resources. So it's not only VM because برشا ناس في بالهم الكلاود تعمل virtual machine. That's not true. So the cloud is not virtual machine only. So it is other resources like storage account. So storage account may be disk for the VM or maybe sample storage, just shared storage account, search folder or FTP or file share, anything. Also, we can manage the virtual network. So here with network, we can manage all the functionality of networking. So with access list, with subnets, with VLAN, not VLAN exactly, but it's another approach.
You mean you mean functional equipment, virtual equipment?
I don't understand you. Can you repeat, please?
Like router, switches.
Yeah, yes.
By virtual network, yeah. You mean switches, routers, function.
Okay, yes. For virtual network is not really a switch and not really router, but behind this functionality, yes, it exists switch. But because instead to use VLAN for the switch, for example, for every port, just you create subnets, and with specific range, and you can manage your networking like switch. But behind that, you don't see any switch. In this case, maybe we can talk about VMware. And VMware, when you install VMware 6E, 6i. Yes, you can see virtual switch and virtual router, you can do it. But in Azure, you can manage your networking, but you don't see anything about switching. But you can manage all your network. So you can create access list, you can allow and deny access from VM to other with NSG group, network security group, and with NSG. We will see this on details in the implementation. Yeah. Okay. Also app service. So app service, for example, I can create website in 5 minutes just and deploy it in the Azure and become available online. Just between 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can create this website already configured. Also, we have SQL database, SQL or MySQL or Postgre or MongoDB. So I can create it in Azure. Here, if I back a little in our discussion about SAS, PaaS, Photoshop. Here in SQL, we have the three kind. So we have the PaaS and IaaS and SAS. So we will see this also, for example. So simply for IaaS, just I install empty virtual machine, and I install it's me install database, SQL database inside the VM. So in this case, it's IaaS. For PaaS, Microsoft give me also a VM with SQL server is already installed. For me, just I create the table, the users. So it's PaaS. Also exists PaaS. Sorry, SAS. So no need to install anything. So just I create the SQL instance and I start to use my database. Just I create also the table, the users, and all the information. Okay. Also, the last one is functions. Functions, it's compute service. It's like VM. So here, just I explain quickly. So imagine you have an application running inside the VM. Small application. So just for compute, small application running in VM. My VM is for GB of RAM and 2 CPU or 4 CPU, but my this function is like command or like process, just one process. So no need to install this application or this command in entire VM, and I pay much money for VM for nothing. So here I can use function. The function, it is like process or piece of process executed what I need. If you understand me or not in this point.
Yeah,
Ayub, I have a question, please.
Sorry?
I have a question, please.
Yes.
In virtual network, I can create the switch and I manage it or what?
Okay. For virtual network, so when we create VM, so of course you need a network card and IP address. So before that, I create one VNet. So it's good to show you, no problem. Here, yeah, I will show you in a real case. For example, yes, if I go here, you can see my portal. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here, for example, let's say here. So here I have a virtual machine. He called Docker Swarm. This VM. So this VM what contain IP, public IP for the internet, and Z is like firewall and VNet network and carte réseau, c'est-à-dire carte réseau également, and the disk. So the virtual network, this one. So I click on it. Oh, sorry, I don't have the permission because my account. So I have many accounts here. Okay, I go to the VM test the VNet. So in the VNet, just I have the name, Docker Swarm VNet, and the IP address, the address IP space. and inside this VM I can create subnets. So what address space subnets here? Yeah. So by default, imagine the VNet is like switch. The network is like switch with many port and every port with VLAN. So here I have default one, it's 10. So here when I create one VM, I assign this VM to default. That means start with by 10.0.0.0. So just I show you the real VM. So of course the real VM have VNet like you mentioned. So here he takes this VM, private IP address, and this one public for the internet. Forgot this one. So virtual network, it is what I mentioned to you, is default by default. So, virtual network is called this one, Docker Swarm. And I can create other VM with the same VNet, but other IP address, of course. So if I have, for example, another application and another range of IP, simply I create another VNet with another, let's say, with another range of IP. Virtual network. I have one. Just I create here, create new one. What subscription? What resource group? We will see the resource group. What mean? The name. So test VNet, for example. Sorry, next IP address here. In the VNet, we have default subnet, and I can create another range, any other. So it's the same principle of switch, but not really switch. You can see, you don't see it like switch. So, but you can manage and choose what range you want. So the VNet.
Yes, yes, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So when we create in yourself the VM, you understand much. You can manipulate everything what you want also.
There is another question I open the chat.
Sorry, because
yeah, no worries. I can help you. Is
Yeah.
Muhammad is asking about security resource. It's ES included in app services. There is two questions. The first one, security resources, and the second one, it ES included in app services.
Okay. Muhammad, it is or it is? What it is exactly? I think it is. It is included in app. Your question because it's MySQL.
Because that is like ES, it's MySQL. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Well, I say maybe another tools, not new tools equal to yes. Security resource. Yes. Okay. About security, many approach. So even we use firewall or bon. So your question, it's yeah. Your question is about app services. In app services, you have approach is called WAF. It's web application firewall or application gateway. So many tools, many other resources. We will see it. Yes, but it exists. Yes. But I will show you here because it's already open here. I can deploy app service, for example, but here I will show you the NSG. What is the NSG? It is something like firewall. Test here. NSG, yes.
I think, Ayub, I think for security, the problem for security is the cost. For this problem, so many companies make the choice that a part of their data will be in cloud and the other in public cloud, because the public cloud, the cost of security in public cloud is very high.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's cost. Of course, it's cost, but like we said, yeah, the company, the first priority is about the security. Yes, so if I give you an example, so
insurance and
sorry,
like banks and insurance.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those kind of company.
So yes, so if I give you an example, so for me here I work in Europe, I work in Luxembourg. If you know Luxembourg معروفة بالبنوك والاسيرانس حتى كي بون ساموني ساعات نحكي بالعربي واللغات هذا اسمحوا لي باش نحكي بالعربي باش فاهم الناس الكل باش انا نفسر اكثر خير. اول حاجه يسالوك عليها صحيح السكيورتي. دونك حتى كي تعطيه بروبوزيسيون تاع السكيورتي ما يقولكش لا، يقول لك السكيورتي هي الاولى معناها ياخذوها كونسيديراسيون، سيرتو بعد الحرب نتاع روسيا والاتاك اللي صايره من روسيا واوكرانيا ولاو يخافوا برشا. دونك اي حاجه تبع السكيورتي عنده بيجي سبيسيال بور السكيورتي. دونك كما قلت انت صحيح حاجه معناها مهما كانت كوست ما يحطوها كونسيديراسيون في البيجي. تمام. bon juste نجاوب محمد. yes example هذا very simple example. هذا اسهل example is network security group. It is resource from Azure and dependent resource, but this work with web app or app service or VM. Here we just by default its SSH is open in the port 22, so here I can do allow or deny for every resources. Yeah. Yes, you told me, Muhammad said Defender, for example, is it considered? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Microsoft Defender also. Microsoft Defender is the core of security of the cloud. So it's not an example only. It's the core. For Defender, like said, ناجح. So أول حاجة هي في الكلاود donc Defender. Show you. Bon, here it is empty because my subscription is not production, just for training. So you can see here 000, nothing to see here. But here the console for Microsoft Defender for cloud. So here the inventory, I can see web app, VM. Also, if I have multi-cloud, I forgot to tell you about multi-cloud. Multi-cloud, it is if the company use Azure and Amazon, AWS, and another one. So some company use three my cloud provider. That's mean multi-cloud. So with Defender, I can protect my company with all the other resources from any other provider. I can see here the recommendation, for example, if I don't install the antivirus for VM, if the for example mini VM SSH open, the port SSH is open, so that's mean not secure. So yeah, here, yeah. For example, yeah, Najah, it's for you. This one here, for example, it's estimation for the price. Let's say here, for example, one server, it's cost $15 by server by month. So it's cost, yes. Imagine one company use 1,000 or thousand of server. So each server can $50 every month. Yeah. So for Muhammad, I don't know if I respond to your question or not. Okay, let's continue. Okay, what is the resource group? So resource group, it's the first component when you create resources. It's like his name, resource group. So it is container, or we can say it's logical container. Regroup all the resources. Here you can see the picture. So in the picture here, so this resource group, it's include VM, storage account, or DB or database or application or something like that. Or so it's depend what the company want to architect or design the subscription. Or just I can create resource group, include all the database, or another resource group with virtual machine, another resource group for storage account. So it depends what you want. So nothing is true or false here. So it depends what you want to separate your infrastructure. So I go back to the portal. So it's better to explain what is resource group. So here my resource group is called RG test. RG, that's mean resource group test. So in the resource group, what I have the VM, the IP, the VNet, the network card, and the disk. So my choice here, I create a resource group for this resources. I can create, for example, another resource group for VNet. So I can move this VNet to another resource group. So like I told you, it's by application or by resource. Or I can create another resource group, include just only the VM. So that's what mean resource group. So it is the logical container. If explain better.
But if we move the number of a resource group from one resource group to another, the link will not be broken if it is used by. I don't know if you understand.
Yes. Yeah.
A resource is used by.
Yes, it's a good question. Yes, really good question. So other resources. So yes, I open. So all the resources not broken. So no problem if I can use other resources from another resource group. Just the VNet. The VNet. If I move the VNet, yes, it will be broken because the VNet is related to this resource group. So if I move the VNet to another resource group, it can't communicate. So it's about communication. So because it's assigned to this one. So other resources, no problem if I can move it. So simply I will show you if, for example, let's say this one, IP. Just here, move resource group. I can move it. Sorry, because another permission. It's about permission. You can see this later, no problem. But here from move, I can remove it. I choose move, and Azure check the permission for me. If okay, I can move. I can move or remove. For VNet, if I want to change it, I can't. You receive error message. You can do that. You can do that. So always about the resource. Also, yes, if I want to remove to another resource group, it's possible, but with one condition. It should be in the same subscription. So the subscription is the first level or the second level in the subscription. I will show you the diagram to understand better that. It's clear my response or not? Okay, yeah, that's here. This subscription, yeah, Azure subscription is the second level for when you create new account in Azure. So the subscription is about the billing. So you build about the subscription what you use. Generally, all the company use dev subscription, test subscription, or production. So it's not good to use one subscription for one purpose. So and below this, you can see all the profile billing. So for example, let's say dev subscription. Also, I can say, for example, HR subscription or financial subscription. So it's not logical to one developer or cloud engineer to see the billing for subscription. It's just related to financial team or contability or something related to this service. So here, the management group. So I told you the subscription is second level, but the first level is management group. So imagine your company. I don't receive any message. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, company, you have a lot of subscription. So one for HR, one for developer team, one for I don't know another service, and under every subscription we have other resource group and resource inside the resource group. So here is the big picture in Azure. So the first one, like Mukhtar, you ask. So it's from the beginner. So before you create any new subscription, if your boss, for example, want to migrate to Azure, before doing anything, you prepare this architecture. What the number of subscription, the name of this group, you want to regroup by resources or by application. So it's about architecture and designing. So it's important to do that before.
Okay, thank you.
So if I show you the subscription, so here, for example, I create a training subscription. So in this subscription, I have 0 because it's a new subscription. It's for training and for you also. Here I can see the resource group. So I have just 2. I can create resource group, and after resource group, I can create the VM and the other service. So this is second level. Management group. If I don't see it. Yeah. The admin. The management group. Yes, here. The first root is already named tenant root group. So here I have only 1 subscription, and if I have other subscription or other resources, I can see it is like 3.
So subscription is users and applications. That's what you mean, like tenant root group. It's like about managing people and application and VM and everything you are managing here. Or what is like training session? It's a group of users or it's a group of application or it?
Okay, not that, not users, not anything. So okay, the training subscription is about the billing. So imagine the first time you want to use Azure. So you go to Azure, portal.azure.com, and you create an account. The account in the beginner you see it empty, just nothing to do. Just you go to subscription before here and create new subscription. New subscription, that's you mean you need to use Azure like subscription is in French is abonnement. So without subscription, without abonnement, you can't use anything. You can create profile empty, but you need to use a subscription. So I will show you. Let's go to here. If I want to add another subscription, it exists many one. So free
trial base. Okay,
yeah,
that's what you showed us before. Okay.
Yeah. So if one of you student or have any email account يعني mail من الفاك نتاعك مازال عندك يخدم جربتها tu peux laisser you can test with Azure for student. You got about $150 for free. You can create anything. Free trial, it's free. I think it's for 1 month, but need credit card. You know, Tunisia, you can do it. You can, I think, with the card technology, you can use it and pay as you go. It is for production, for enterprise. So that's it. Yeah. So after create this subscription, now you have billing. You have here, for example, the status. It's okay. What type of offer, etc. So now you can create your resources, resource group and the VM, etc. So
okay, understood now. Okay, it's okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Here quickly. So we already talking about the compute and networking. So the compute, for example, here all of this is compute. So virtual machine, app services, container, AKS. So not really AKS. It's the management for the container, and Azure virtual desktop. So all this example is like compute. So what mean compute? So it's service. What I need, like his name, they need some CPU, some process to be running in the service. So the virtual machine, you know it, it's like real physical server. So included processor or memory, storage, networking. So simple VM is like server, simply like that. Also another option from Azure, it is VM scale sets. So what means VM scale set? So it's about the high availability. So the example, if one application use one VM, for example, no need, and for example, let's say in the weekend, the application not use much traffic, not many user access on it, so it is still one VM. But imagine on Monday, 100 user can access the website, for example. So one VM is not support that. So automatically the VM it's scale set or scale up. So it's create another VM or third VM automatically. Identical VM. It's like he said, it's load balanced opportunity automatically. Scale resource. That's mean scale set. It's clear this idea.
Scale in will be incremented automatically.
Yes. Okay. Yes. If you can see here, scale out and scale in. Scale out is increase the resource when the traffic is augmented, when 100 user is accessed. But scale in automatically is decrease. So he go back 1 VM or 2 VM is automatically, yes. I can configure that. So when I create the scale set option, I mention. So that's mean okay. وقت when you create في VM نقول يعني كي يوصل البروسيسور 80% زيد VM نقولها له هكا فهمت كي توصل الميموار 90% زيد VM اخرى كي تهبط تحت ال 50 نقص VM it's automatically yes it exists two type it is scale out scale in and ثم scale نسيت scale out scale in scale up and scale down yes scale up scale down هي تزيد في النمبر دو في ام الاخرى تزيد في النمبر دو ريسورس يعني ما ستيل 1 في ام تاخذ في ام واحده مين نزيد في الريسورس يعني نزيد في الرام نزيد في السي بي يو ما نزيدش في الفي ام واحده سكيل اب سكيل داون واحده سكيل ان سكيل اوت
هي scalability vertical و horizontal
اكزاكتومون سي سا هذيك صح اكزاكتومون سي سا Okay. Here we talk about availability sets. If you remember the availability zone, if you can see this schema or this diagram, شكون يقول لي الفرق ما بين availability set و availability zone؟
هي الافيلابيلتي زون هي تفضل
زون اوكي سيرج مختار تفضل
C'est Nizar qui a voulu parler. J'ai pas laissé.
اي الافيلابيلتي زون هي لونسومبل كومبلي اللي موجود الافيلابيلتي سيت هي موجوده في الداتا سنتر معناها في الافيلابيلتي زون تحتها ولا حسب ما فهمت
مش بالضبط نرجع الفوت السلايد بتاع الاخرى هنا قلنا الافيلابيلتي زون نفس الريجيون مي كل زون في داتا سنتر وحدها الديفيرونس لا ديفيرونس باش تحفظها لو داتا افيلابيلتي سيت
في داتا سنتر نفس الداتا سنتر
نفس الداتا سنتر
نفس الداتا سنتر اكزاكت نفس الداتا سنتر اما مش في نفس الراك ما نعرفش ثم شكون هنا اي تي يخدم
اي خدمت نعرفها
دونك تلقى الفي ام موجوده في خاطر مش نفس الراك يعني مش نفس الالكتريسيتي مش نفس البريز تاع الضوء مش نفس الريزو مش نفس السويتش على الاقل كي تحرك تلقى الراك الاخرى تمشي اما في نفس الداتا سنتر في نفس البنيه ونفس الداتا سنتر بيتا عكس الاخرى هذاك الفرق
فيزيكمون موجودين في نفس الداتا سنتر
نعم
معناها فيزيكمون موجودين في نفس الداتا سنتر
نفس الداتا سنتر بالضبط
اثنين والباك اب ولا
اي صحيح في نفس الداتا سنتر صحيح نفس الداتا سنتر نفس البنيه بالضبط نفس البنيه مي راك ديفيرون معناها في ارموار ديفيرونت هذا الفرق بيناتهم معناها الفي ام موجوده في تروا
على الاخرى
بالضبط اكزاكتلي الفي ام موجوده في تروا راك يعني تريبليكي في تروا راك هذيك هي تسمى فول دومين 0 فول دومين 1 فول دومين 2 ذاتس مي بون محمد خرج اوكي محمد عاش كانت تسمعني اوكي ديجا كملنا احنا تو
والاخرى availability زون هي ريبليكا 3 زون باغ اكزومبل كان عندي
3 زون بالضبط 3 زون بالضبط هي يقول لي مينيموم 3 زون تنثبت فيها معلومات اما يقول لي مينيموم 3 زون لازم تكون 3 اوكي هذا هو الفرق دونك bon بقات جيت البوان هذه في سا دونك another resource and for compute is called Azure Virtual Desktop بون هنا تقول لي شنو الفرق بين في ام عاديه وهذه؟ هي كيف بريسك. جينيرالمون لي في ام اتس فور سيرفر. سو انسايد دي في ام قليل تلقى فيها ويندوز 10 ولا ويندوز 7 فور في ام. سو نورمالي اتس ويندوز سيرفر 2008 or 2012 or version server or Linux server, Red Hat Linux or Debian Ubuntu. But here Azure Virtual Desktop, it's for client. It's about desktop application. If you can see here, the full desktop virtualized environment. Here, if you want to talk about the example from Mokhtar about Photoshop, or Nizar talk about it, I can create virtual desktop with Windows 10 or Windows 11, and I install my Photoshop. So when I need Photoshop, so no need to install it on my laptop. Just I open the virtual desktop. It's identical like your laptop with the same menu, same functionality like Windows 10 or Windows 11, and use your application what you want. Generally, the company use virtual desktop for specific application and also for Office, all the Office. So all the Word and Excel or PowerPoint, it is in virtual desktop. So here nothing, it's stored in my local laptop. So باش نفسرها
ولا
بالعربي
دي زابليكاسيون دي زونتربريز ما يحبوش لي زابليكاسيون انستالي في لي هوست ماشين.
اكزاكتومون سي سا.
جوست كيما ار دي بي يدخل
RDP.
عليها يخدم غادي ويخرج على روحه.
اكزومبل صح ديجا تدخلها بالار دي بي، هذاك صح ديجا هي تنسالي الار دي بي اند تولز سبيسيالمون بالار دي بي تدخلها هكاك.
بلادي كيما زيرو كلاينت، مش هذه كيما زيرو كلاينت يبقى عندك اكران في كابل كارت ريزو.
you talk about thing client. بون كيفها مي ريالمون عندك سيستم في الاخر، فهمتي؟ ما عادش كان فهمتك تحكي على ثين كلاينت، تحكي على البوكس الصغير هذاك من غير مش يونيتي سنترال، تحكي على البوكس
جيست
فيه الاو اس
فيرسيون ريدويت تاع سيستم،
بالضبط
فيرسيون ريدويت جيست بور سو كونيكتيو.
هو بالضبط ثم كليون خدمت له هذيك، سواء تستعمل هذيك وبهذيك تكسيدي على الفيرتوال ديسكتوب، معناها ديجا تستعمل هذيك بارتي هذيك، والا من اللابتوب نتاعك ديريكتومون تنجم تنسالي الار دي بي هذايا. وبون الار دي بي موجود في الويندوز، مي ثم ار دي بي ابليكاسيون صغيره اخرى تحل بها الار دي بي وتنسالي كما قال ناجح. بليزيور كومباني ما تحبش حتى الابليكاسيون نسالي في اللابتوب، ما تحبش تنسالي حتى لي دوني، ما تحبش حتى الدوكيمون ماي دوكيمنت الفولدر معناها ولا ديسكتوب فولدر يبدا كما نقولوا بالضبط، يبدا ستوكي كل في الوان درايف اوتوماتيكلي كله تبع الاوفيس تبع الباكيج كله يعني. اوكي انذر كومبيوت لايك سوري
يبدا اكسسيبل زاد يبدا على الريزو ديما يبدا اكسسيبل
اكزاكتومون سي سا. اي سي سا. بون اما لازمها ريزو كما قلت انت، طاح ريزو
ديما يلزمك باش تكونيكتي عليه، معناها يلزم تكونيكتي على الماشين هذيك باش تخدم.
بالضبط اكزاكتومون سي سا. سي بون جست نشوف البوان مازالو. بون concerning the compute, another example like container instance و AKS. ما عادش عندكم فكره على الكونتينر والAKS والجو نتاع DevOps؟
شويه
بون تو نشوفوهم دي اكزامبل
شويه.
نحاولوا ان شاء الله ديكوفريو الكل. وكما قلت الجروب المره اللي فاتت ان شاء الله كان خاطر الاي زد 900 انا ما يسحقش 35 ساعه ولا 30 ساعه، دونك نجموا ان شاء الله كان كملنا بعضنا نكملوا حتى في الازد 104 فور ايجر ادمنستريتور. بون بويسك عندنا اللاب دونك نكملوا به اللاب ان شاء الله. اوكي نعم
ثم انا اكزامان تاع زيد 900
ان شاء الله ندبره لكم ان شاء الله، موجود ان شاء الله كل شيء موجود. بون تسويش ان شاء الله الحمد لله. بون ام سي تي انا يعني عندي سورس تشغل مني الميكروسوفت، عندي اللاب اوفيسيال وعندي الكور اوفيسيال ونجم ندبر لكم الاكزامان بلون مش مشكل.
كيفاش تدفعوا الفاوتشر نتاعو تاع الاكزامان تاع
الفوتشر؟
كيف تدفعوه معناها؟
وي الفوتشر نتاع زد 900 سو فيري سامبل. جست نقول لكم مراجعات، نقول لكم كيفاش تبروه بلاش معناها بلاش. جوست ثم الفيرتوال تريننج داي تعملهم مايكروسوفت، تعطيكم الكالندري يتعاملوا ديما
على
ديما
النت هذيك
تاع
فيهم كولابوراسيون على النت هذيك.
لا مش هذيك حاجه اخرى تبع تونس، هذيك اللي حطينا في الجروب تبع هذيك كان باهي عملوها، كان مقيدين في شكون معناها في الشغل هذيك باهي تاخذوش جراتوي. سينو مايكروسوفت عامله هذيك قلت لك عليها فيرتوال تريننج داي، ثم كالندري تطلع ديما كل بريود، انا نبعث لكم اللين ان شاء الله. جوست تحضر 2 جور نص نهار معناها، سيف تحضر اونليني معناها فهمت، سيفي تكمل يبعثوا لك الفوشر جراتويتمون معناها فهمتني. هذه اسهل طريقه.
لا بارطاجي معنا ايوب.
ايه ان شاء الله ان شاء الله. ديجا انا خذيت من هذيك مش نقول لكم على ستيس ما خسرتنا حتى حضرت هذيك اول مره حضرت عليها الازات تاع الازات، وناخذ فوشر ونعدي بيه الازات. عجبتني الحكايه، قعدت نحضر كل فيرمون وناخذ فوشر ذاك ما نعدي بيه واحده اخرى فهمني. ازات 700 عديت بيه الازات 500. مايكروسوفت فقط به نحاتها ولا تعمل كل فوشر سبيسيالمون لك
من السيرتيفيكا معينه معناها
بس معينه بالضبط فقط بها. اما الحمد لله بعد ما فاقوا بها انا خذيت برشا سيرتيفيكات وقت. بون نشوفوا حل، مش مشكل. فوشر نجم معاكم في الفوشر، ثم حتى مشكل موجود لنا في اي حكايه، في بيمون، في حكايه، في اي حاجه فري ما نبارتاجيها معاكم.
هنا في تونس نخلصوا نحن.
لا نعرف خدمت في تونس قبل ونعرف، دونك ثم حتى مشكل نجم معاكم في اي وقت. باقي مزيان. دونك نورمال البارتي هذيك بون هو كور تويت قسمته على 2 بوسك عملت انتروداكسيون تاع المره اللي فاتت. بون ان شاء الله المره الجايه نشوفوا الاكران نعملوا اكزرسيس براتيك، نبعث لكم عندي الايميل نتاعكم. So I will send to you the email with all details, and we will start with some exercise, how to create VM, resource group, another exercise, how to install web server, for example. We can start with this part. And also, if you have any other question, you can tell me here or WhatsApp or by email.
Thank you so much, Ayub.
Okay, thank you very much. It's very interesting.
Thank you everyone. Can I make a proposition, Ayub, please?
Yes, sure.
Could we make it 2 hours? I think it will be better 2 hours to progress really quickly, and but maybe you can ask the whole group and then see.
Yes. So for me it's not a problem. So like always كيف تشوف يعني نحب كيما نقول ناخذ رأي الأغلبية، يعني ديما نعمل لك الكويز هذاك ولا حاجة باش نشوف شكون أكثر عباد من تساعدها. مي for me it's okay, no problem. So
as you like, we can make another link or another quiz and then we will vote, or as you like, you.
Yes. Bon, it's better to see.
It's better to see everyone, but I will answer if you make the quiz. I will make the proposition for 2 hours.
Okay.
If it is possible for you, Ayub, because as you know, it's for free. You give us the course for free. It's very good from your side. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And if it is possible,
Yes, no problem for me, because when I engage in this program, so يعني انجاجيت روحي في الويكاند كلها، يعني السبت وحد، دونك نورمالمون it's not a problem for me, so no problem. So just I sent to Nick, like said Mukhtar, I will send the link to see the most of people. So because so normally just don't hide you. So here اليوم بون 10 اللي عملوا سكري 40 واحد، دونك شوف قداش حضروا معنا. دونك
يسكريبوا 100 ويحضر جزء من الناس.
Donc it's better to send a link just for the people who اللي مش يحضروا.
Okay. We're interested.
Okay. No problem.
يرحم الوالدين أيوب.
غير مزيان.
شكرا بارك الله فيكم. ميرسي بوكو. شكرا.
نعيشكم الأولاد. ميرسي. بون ويكاند. ميرسي. بون ويكاند. Au revoir.
سلام.